Hello there. I hope you guys are having a super great Monday. Apologies for drinking while this was opening up. It was taking its sweet time to connect and I thought I had the time. Anyways, welcome to the Fit Freak Squad sneak peek. So like you saw in the little caption, in this video I'm going to be discussing a little bit about myself, my story, how I got into coaching, why I got into coaching. And then tomorrow we're going to be talking more about the details of what is coaching, what is the Fit Freak Squad, expectations of a coach, expectations to be a coach, requirements, all that fun stuff. And we'll also be talking about how to sign up in that tomorrow as well. So this video, like I said, is going to be a little bit more about my story, my journey, and how I got to be here. So my journey to become a coach probably started about 7 years ago when I started my fitness journey. Essentially, I was very unhappy with myself. I had very low self-confidence, low self-esteem, very little self-love, and I was very lethargic and lazy, and I had no activity in my life other than like walking up and down the stairs at school. And one of my girlfriends, God bless her, she took notice, and she said, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna do this workout program I ordered or bought at Walmart. I can't remember which one." She's like, "But do you want to do it with me? Like, I noticed you're kind of gaining a little bit of weight and I love you, so let's do this together." That was literally, I think, what she said. And it was so amazing. She was so embarrassed and like so nervous I was gonna be bad. And I was like, "Please help me. Oh my God, anything you can do." Because like I was one of those kids that used to lie in gym class and say I had a tummy ache or I was sick so that I wouldn't have to do anything. Like, I don't know if I was lazy or if it was because I just didn't like the activities we did in gym class, but I used to not like gym class. Like, and so when I was confronted with, "Hey, look, let's do this health and fitness thing," I was like, "Sure, I don't know where to start, so anything you have is great." So, which was really, really awesome because I don't think I would have been able to get through that first part of the fitness journey, the really hard part where everything is sore and you're like, "What the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this?" I wouldn't have gotten through that without the accountability and the support of that girlfriend. So for me, I know personally that having her there to support me and keep me accountable is probably one of the biggest reasons that I succeeded, because if I was alone, I probably would have given up on myself. Do you know what I mean? Pardon me, getting over a cold. It's very easy to give up on yourself when you don't have anyone there to support you. So think about that the next time that you're struggling. Ask a friend for help. But anyway, so I was super, super lucky that she was there and she was offering me this this fitness program to do with her. And I was like, huh. So I remember it was like a super hot sunny day. We did it in my backyard. It was a 45-minute long program. It was like cardio, jumping, super intense. And I swear, like 5 minutes in, I wanted to throw up and die. It was the hardest thing I have ever done in my life. And to this day, probably still the hardest program I have done with the Beachbody programs and systems. But probably one of the most effective programs I've done and one of the funnest programs for me. Like, I'm weird. I like really hard cardio, sweaty programs. I like it when my forearms are dripping. So for me, it was fun, but everyone's different. And in hindsight, it probably wasn't the best way for me to start because I was new to fitness and it's an advanced program. And obviously that's something we'll talk about later on. But so back then, I got into this fitness program. I thought it was a lot of fun and I just kept doing it for about 3 years. I would do it on and off. Every other day, every couple of days, I would do a workout here or there. I wouldn't do the program like in its full calendar. I wasn't that girl because I didn't realize there was a calendar. I didn't even know there was a nutrition plan, but I would do the workouts here, that, and the other, and I would do the work because I had someone there supporting me and I had the tools, which I knew worked because I had this crazy person on the screen with amazing abs. So if it worked on him, it would work on me. And I had a vision. I had a goal. I knew what I felt like. I knew I was miserable and that I hated my body and I hated myself. And I knew that I wanted to not feel that way. I knew I wanted to feel better. I knew I wanted to have more self-love, more self-confidence, and more appreciation for just life because I was so miserable with myself. I couldn't appreciate anything. And so I used that vision to help fuel my need to succeed and to move forward and to change. I also had a vision of being a really epic crazy pole dancer because I started doing pole dance literally like a week after I started doing this insanity program. So I used all of those previous goals, like I said, plus the new goal of epic pole dancing, like wanting to do that crazy stuff because I fell in love on my first day. I used all of those goals to help keep me inspired when I didn't feel like staying inspired. And when my goals didn't work, I had a friend to help support me. And because that solution was so helpful and helped me succeed in my fitness goals, and it helps me still to this day, is why I became a Team Beachbody coach. It's why I started helping other people with their accountability or with their health and fitness accountability because it worked for me and it totally transformed my life. And I want to be able to help transform other people's lives by doing that. And so that's what I do as a coach, essentially, is I help other people get started on a health and fitness journey. I help them stay inspired and motivated by reminding them of their goals and their vision. And I keep them accountable by being there for them every single day. And I basically give them the tools that they need to totally change their lives. I'm there as often as I can be. I want to say 24/7, but obviously I sleep. I'm there as often as I can be. I answer them whenever I can. And essentially, we're mentors. We're there to help people change their lives. We're there to provide accountability, to give that support, like I said, to give people the tools and to help people stay connected to their vision. That's essentially what we do as coaches. And I remember, now I'm going to rewind a little bit. I remember 3 years ago, before I became a coach, I was working a job I hated. I was working 9 to 5 in a cold office with a supervisor who didn't really like me, and I didn't really like him. And I was like okay with my coworkers, but like I wasn't really good friends with anyone, and I wasn't really fond of what I was doing anymore. It was helpful for a time. It helped me gain a lot of knowledge with the particular task that I was doing using the software that I was. And it helped me get a lot of knowledge in the art of furniture building because I was helping design things on the computer that were being built out of wood in the shop behind us. So it gave me a lot of things, gave me a lot of opportunities and a lot of knowledge. But at the end of the day, after 3 years, I was like, okay, I've had enough of this. I need something else. I need something that's more fulfilling to me. What is fulfilling to me? So I had to do a bunch of reflection. I had to figure out what it is that I wanted to do with my life. And at the time, like I said, I was 3 years into working at this corporate job. I was also 3 years into being a pole instructor at the time. And I was like, well, people are always asking me for advice and for help at the pole studio and for like tips and tricks. How come I can't make money off of, giving people advice and helping them that way? And I think I thought about that idea for like a couple of weeks. And then I remember scrolling on Instagram and I remember seeing a help wanted ad and seeing, do you want to help people get fit online from home? And I was like, what the? And I swear to God, I signed up like a week later and I have not regretted a day since. And because I was like, this sounds so much like the thing that helped change my life one time already. I can't pass it up. And it was so much more, it resonated so much more with me because it was with the same company that created that first fitness program that changed my life. When my girlfriend came to me all those years ago and she said, hey, you're gaining weight, let's work out. She brought me to do this insanity workout, this Beachbody insanity workout. And even though it was insane, I still kept doing it. And then when I finally decided after all those years in my career that I was like, I'm kind of bored. I want to change my life. I want to do something different. When this opportunity fell into my life and I was like, it's a Beachbody program or opportunity to help people change their lives. And I had already done it. So I knew that it worked. And for me, it was just a no-brainer. So when the opportunity presented itself, like I said, I've not regretted a day since. Obviously, sometimes it's hard work. Yes, sometimes it's hard work. Hard work can be tiring. Like some days I stay up until like 1:30 in the morning working, but that's also because I'm kind of like, I'm a workaholic. It's that some people are workaholics, but it's also like, you have to think like time is gonna pass no matter what. And if you're unhappy with what you're doing and you don't make any changes, what makes you think you're gonna be happy with what you're doing in 5 years? Okay. So, and for me, that's where I was when I was presented with this opportunity. I was at the stage where it was time to make a change. Otherwise, I was going to go crazy. Pardon me. I was at the stage in my life where I'm choking on my own self. Pardon me. Okay. I was at the stage in my life where I would wake up to go to work, my corporate job, and I would literally have to suppress tears in the morning sometimes, or I would just cry, and my boyfriend would be like, what's wrong? And I'd be like, I just hate my fucking job. Like, I cannot do this anymore. I hate the environment. I hate what I do. I hate that I sit there all day long and I talk to a computer, and then the only time I interact with people is to get yelled at. So personally, it just wasn't a place where I could thrive, and I couldn't work for my goals. I couldn't earn more money. I couldn't even get promoted or change departments. So, and it wasn't, having been in that company, I was like, this isn't really something I want to do with my life right now. Like, I had just left college. I was like done with design, and really all I wanted to do was dive into health and fitness, because that's what was more that brought me more joy and that I was more passionate about at the time. And I'm still passionate about it, and every single day I'm grateful because now it's what is it? What May are we? We're May, and okay, so I signed up in November of 2016. It's now May of 2015 I signed up. So I signed up right at the end of 2015. So let's say the beginning of 2016. It's now been about a year and a half, and I work entirely from home or from wherever I want, as you can see. I don't have to go into the office. I have the freedoms to travel when I want, or to take time off when I want. Like, one thing I really hated with my corporate environment was that I couldn't take the time off when I wanted it. Like, my boyfriend is a contractor. He takes time off whenever he wants because he creates his own schedule. Obviously, it's a little bit harder for him when he has like 5 jobs going at the same time. But at the end of the day, he can schedule his jobs so that he can live his life the way that he wants. And I wanted that for myself because I wanted to be there with him when he would take vacations. He wanted to take a bunch of vacations the first year we were together, but I was like, I only have 10 days I can take. I can't do this. Like, I can't take all these days and all these trips. And so for me, it was about finding fulfillment in my career. It was about finding fulfillment in my life. It was about changing my lifestyle. It was about being able to live the life that I wanted, to be able to contribute to my family the way that I want, so that I don't have to live paycheck to paycheck, so that I don't ever have to go back to corporate, so that my family never has to know what debt is. Things like that. So, and for me, coaching is the solution to all of those goals. I'm going like this because there's dog hair flying around right now because the dog just walked by. But coaching for me was the solution to all of those goals, and it continues to be that solution. Every single day, I'm happier doing what I do. I help the people that I love change their lives, and it changes my life in doing so. Helping other people change their life changes my life. I heard this quote a little bit earlier this week, and it was, if you want to make $1 million, make 1 million people's lives better. And for me, coaching is my way that I do that. I can help as many people as I can talk to online. We have all of North America that we can help, and we're expanding to the UK later this year. And for me, this is the way that I can help people, because it also, it allows me to do it in a way that helps bring more joy to my life. So if you're anything like I was, if you're anything like me now, definitely tune in tomorrow for more details. Thank you for hopping on today and watching this video. I hope that was a good little summary of my history and why I started coaching and how it's transformed my life a little bit. I hope it gives you a little bit more insight. If there's anything you guys need clarification on, let me know in the comments. I hope you guys have a super fantastic Monday, and I will see you tomorrow, like I said, for the details, expectations, how to register, all that fun stuff. And then tomorrow registration will be open. Okay, I'm going to be hosting a new coach training next week or the week after that. So either Monday the 5th or Monday the 12th. Probably Monday the 5th, because Monday the 12th, that's the week of my birthday. So I'm probably going to be doing it next week. So that means deadline to register is Sunday, this coming Sunday. Okay, but because I'm doing this little promotion with my boot campers as well, I have a little incentive for them. If you register by the end of tomorrow at 11 p.m. or 11:59 p.m., you can get a free gift. Okay, and because this is a life-changing experience, and obviously so is joining a boot camp and changing your life with your health and fitness, so this is a little bit more because it's your career. So obviously, since this experience is a little bit more large, I don't know what word I'm looking for, I'm going to extend that promotion for you guys. If you register by Wednesday, the 31st at 11:59 p.m., you guys are having a free gift sent your way, okay? Anyways, that's all I wanted to say for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Comment below with a little bit more about yourself so that we can all get to know you. Where are you from? What do you do now? What is it about coaching or this opportunity that inspired you or that spoke to you? And let me know, what is your vision for your life? Like, what is your dream? If money or your career, or if there were no obstacles, like, what would your life be like? Let me know in the comments, okay? Because I want to know. Tune in tomorrow. I'll see you then. Have a great Monday. Love you guys. Bye.